Alright, hello everyone, and welcome once again to Mania 7Q World Cup 2025. And we're once again back with a lot more matches coming up in the round of 32. And coming right up right here is going to be Germany versus Estonia. I'm Mifa, and I'll be commentating alongside Surfchu. How's it going?
Hello, hello. And I think there's a decent amount of people excited for this block in particular. Like for this matchup. Like some fan
Yeah,
favorite players will be playing in this match.
yeah, absolutely. I do feel like in particular, there are some names. I mean, for Germany and Estonia. I know that I believe like Estonia has like only a two-player country team, so
Yeah.
maybe it's just a name that you will never ever actually like forget in every single 7 key community in terms of every country the team player that they have. It's basically just the same players through and through. So
Indeed.
yeah, we're excited.
Well, anyway, so we're off to looking into the strategy going into this match. Team Germany will be protecting Rice 2, the cord stream pick, and Estonia. I've seen their team captain mention it during the Maple showcase that they are going to be protecting LN1, and there they go. They are protecting LN1.
Yeah, I mean we're off to a great start already. Protecting just like it's pretty obvious. I feel that Germany is going to be able to protect Rice, and they really do want to make sure they're be able to take points on Rice like completely. And Estonia as well. They're be protecting mostly on the longness because their scores are particularly strong on that one. So even though they might have a little bit of a disadvantage, but I mean, I guess this is an early game round. It could mean anything. But they're banning Korjak, banning high score, which no sharpshooting allowed for Germany.
Yeah, which is, I'd say, a really good strategy for Estonia here. Rule out the accuracy pick where, like, the German players are not have some of the better accuracies as well, better accuracies among the middle seeded teams. So just getting that out of the way, and now Germany pushing out LN3, which is also not a surprise.
Yeah, they really don't like the beat around push with more LN picks coming their way. They're just gonna go straight into I guess a speedier pick, Katlanesi. Pretty obvious, which Germany has the advantage of picking I guess more straightforward ones out of the way.
Yeah, like pretty straightforward strategy really for both of these teams. But then, might as well mention like the reason why this matchup in particular is pretty awaited for is that if everything goes where it should, this can go the distance.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, especially the scores by itself is not. No, I mean, it's not just one indicator to make sure their performance are aligned to where they should be. It can they might surprise us. Let's just get this out of the way. It can go super wrong with their picks, or it can go really hyped up to see points being break points.
Indeed. So we're just waiting for the actual start of this match. Like we are a few moments away from that. So if you support Team Germany or support Team Estonia, please show that in the chat as we are about to begin the all European matchup of this bracket stage. I mean, there's another one coming right after this, but the first one.
Yeah. Yeah, just getting right underway. Even with 230 BPM isn't strictly that fast. It's still quite tricky in terms of patterning. So you would expect to see not many struggles. Maybe just the intro like this one.
I'd say like a lot of the scoring a lot of the scoring difference might come from the final third of the chart, where the main meat comes in, as you see both Estonian players cause a full team reset at the very beginning. Thankfully, it's early in the chart. It won't matter that much. But considering the length of the chart, and not to mention the accuracy advantage Team Germany is carrying right now, they do have
Ooh.
a wall to climb right here. Blacko finding a miss, but it's not much of an accuracy drop. Still, like, it's not enough for Team Germany to lose their overall accuracy advantage just in the moment.
Yeah, it's after like the 400 combo, which it might impact a little bit more, but it's even with the drop being clean, it's a full team reset on the intro might actually even slightly, but it's just accuracy difference really.
Now, just a short section where the relative density is going to be super light, as we now start to build up towards the main meat of the chart, where it basically becomes into a light delay stream. Like, if I'm not mistaken, there is a significant difficulty and increase in this category in particular from the previous
There's a
round.
trade there.
Blacko and Sayla finding a trade, as you mentioned, but trades favor the team in the lead, so it's still Germany actually gaining a bit more.
Oh, actually, another drop there might actually. I'm not sure. Huh.
Yeah, I did mention about their gains, but Blacko
Here comes a little bit of a spike here.
Arcaxio,
Estonia fell there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Germany will be able to take their own point there, but a little bit scary towards the end there for a little bit of a random misses coming from Blacko there right there.
Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate at the end there. Maybe it could have. I'd say if. Actually, wait. It's actually a pretty far-fetched thing, I guess, especially considering Tokyo Whiskers scored there 992,000. We gotta mention that, as Team Estonia expected, going to be the noodle team in this matchup, picking LN1.
Yeah, I also forgot. Actually, I failed to mention that one thing in particular Estonia is very good at is that one of their players, Arcaxio, might have superior ratio to come along with with their picks. So you would expect Rice picks like that one to be able to better the results of Suki Whiskers, but their second player needs to get a grip. So essentially, they don't want to miss more than they do.
Anyways, time to see who can deal with the negative space in this chart, by virtue of this being an inverse pick. Again, just to emphasize, this is the first time that we actually have like a fully dedicated inverse pick in the Oceania 7K World Cup, as we see Blacko in the same. He's trained a few races.
Yeah, it's a trade. Just the intro though. I mean, the intro is basically the harder if you go to transition pretty wrongly.
Yeah. Anyways.
Oh, Arcax? Ooh, Arcax just takes a Jupiter drop there, but Hisela is struggling to find a footing here.
Actually, pretty uncharacteristic misses coming from the Blacko as well, finding another one going into arguably the easiest section of this chart.
Yeah, despite with that, they still trade misses. It's only just Sukiya which are able to gain the control over the inverse. But speaking of which, Arcaxio is regaining so fast, and it's actually rivaling against Sukiya with the drop earlier.
And that miss from Blacko right there is going to be helping Estonia with their campaign right now. Some accuracy drops, so he's unfortunate trade. Now we're about to enter the final quarter of the chart where it's going to be heavy chords going into full LN.
It's just trading misses one after the other, and it really doesn't budge for them. It's just only the combo being gained from both Suki and Arcaxio in particular.
Let's see who can negotiate this wall. Suki Whiskers doing very well. Arcaxio as well.
Blacko
finding.
That's dangerous. Blacko takes
dangerous.
another drop as well. That's very dangerous. It's going Suki out. Lost the full combo at the very end. Estonia takes it by the skin of their teeth.
Well.
That is very sketchy for those misses coming up from that wall, and they completely collapse at the end. His Sailor barely managed to hang on there.
Also, look at Arcaxio's ratio. Tsukiyo Whiskers, unfortunately, dropping a 50 at the very end. I presume it's the 2 LN releases at the very end of the chart, causing some problem. But Estonia escaping with that pick.
Picking no shoes to red secrets here. It's pretty obvious to go to see where this goes.
Okay, so now it's Germany picking their protect. Which I'd say is a good reply, I would think. Though what happened earlier is something that Estonia has to think about, because I presume they will be picking LN2 after this, regardless of what happens.
Yeah. It's their only LN pick remaining if they want to decide to go for it. So it's still very sketchy given what happened to the longer pick before.
Anyways, I presume Germany should have the accuracy advantage here, considering what we saw on Rise 1. The Casher chord streams are pretty much different from the delay streams that we saw earlier. But as it stands, Estonia actually keeping up very well with their German counterparts. Blacko below 99%, surprisingly.
Yeah, I would also mention that I guess because of BPM, this chord stream is a little bit on the slower side. Might actually be uncomfortable if you're actually just rushing every now and again. And it clearly shows, actually.
Lower end, it's not the rolly kind of chord stream that we've seen on earlier editions of the 7K World Cup. Like, this one is more spread out, I guess, if that's for lack of a better term. Though Blacko's accuracy has recovered.
It has recovered. Hisa has managed to actually maybe catching up there, but Arcaxio is not giving that lead back up to Germany right there.
That's a quarter of the chart remaining here. It's still extremely close. Like, we're barely hitting. Like, the score advantage is just under 1,000 points.
How is this still barely close? You saw it dropping 200s a little bit. Blackwood does as well. I'm actually so nervous towards the end of what happens right here.
Oh, Blacko actually losing some accuracy at the same time.
Everyone gets the full combo. Everyone gets the full combo. V1 double S. Oh boy. Now we're talking. Estonia takes a break point out of their protect.
What a good run here coming from Estonia. I was mentioning Blacko was losing some accuracy at the same rate as Hisa. So it's really Arcaxio's accuracy advantage giving Estonia this point. That's a really good run.
That's a very good breakpoint to take over, and they still have one more danger left ahead for the other two Rice picks remaining. But Estonia will most likely gonna pick LN. I mean, the last remaining LN, I would say.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be picking hybrid just yet, regardless though.
Oh!
Though, I'm pretty sure... Ooh. Actually, wait. I think it makes sense. I think Rice 5 makes sense here. It's not going to be as abrasive as Rice 4 by virtue of this being the mixed Rice pick. And obviously, there's some core team elements here. The only problem is that I think Germany will want to step up on this pick as well.
Yeah, the pattern variety for this one is. I guess it does make sense for Estonia to go with this rather than just straight core stream, but core stream for them is generally fine. But I'm not sure. I'm not so sure about this though.
All right, so switcheroo. Are we going to see yet
Well-
another switcheroo of breakpoints?
I mean, yeah, that was what I was saying.
Yeah.
If this league is gonna switch over to Germany, then maybe it does. Maybe it does bode well for the names.
Okay, surprising. Ooh, actually, look at the accuracies between everyone. Tsukiyo
Oh,
Whiskers.
Tsukiyo
That's
oh.
That's an uncharacteristic drop right there.
I would have expected to see drops, but just accuracy drop, not misses really. But he still takes his drop there, and that really is.
Blacko was
Oh, actually, Blacko and Hisela. Okay, that's a trade effectively.
Yeah. Effectively, yes. Tsukiyo Whiskers with a drop, but it's not much of an accuracy drop though. So Germany is still maintaining this advantage.
Lee still staying firmly in grip from Germany. Hisela's accuracy is tanking quite a fair bit, I guess, for this amount of the chart remaining.
I mean, they're still halfway through. Anything could still happen at this point. We've already seen it just a few charts ago, but it seems like Blacko has stabilized pretty much. Hisa is trying to recover some accuracy.
Still quite a bit way to go, actually. It's just under 10,000 points.
And here we go with the final quarter of the chart. The patterning gets a tad bit more abrasive. Like some of these sudden bursts going to be in.
Blacko, that's the first drop.
Ooh, maybe
it's gonna need more though. It's gonna need more for Estonia, but Hisela to trade there.
I don't think there's enough time though.
Yep, Germany. It is effectively a switcheroo.
Indeed. And because of that, we have a virtual best of 5.
I'm
also
so confused with this pick.
Wow.
Oh god.
Arcaxio 5200, Tsukiyo Whiskers best ratio overall. Unfortunate misses though. I think that score would have been nuts.
Oh boy. Now this is the first time right now that Arcaxio is just a little shy to winning on ratio. This time Tsukiya is able to take advantage of it. Now for the weirder pick, Germany is going for Vanguard.
Also, just a fun fact about the difficulty name of this chart. I think I remember reading from Lenpai that barely anyone in the player base will be able to understand why the diff name is such.
Code name too difficult to understand. Head empty.
Yeah, pretty much. Unless you do stock exchange.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Indeed. Well, anyways, strategy-wise, Germany, good pick, I'd say. But that means also that no more rice picks moving forward.
Yeah, probably one of the few times that rice picks being exhausted this far in. I mean, I guess we already have LN pick being played just before. It's effectively just a timing, kind of a timing hill in a way.
This pick gets wacky, as to say. Team Germany with a small accuracy advantage.
No, never, not anymore.
No, never.
Suki and Black
Well,
actually,
yeah.
that's a 2 drops already.
Those are pretty big drops as well, because
Oh, Hisela takes a lot of 200s over that burst right there.
which, funnily enough though, Estonia has maintained the lead pretty much.
Yeah, there goes the
But
one
that
FC.
miss?
Only Arkexia's remaining there.
That miss might come into play later, especially
It's
that
hard. Oh
both,
god,
yeah, both
there
Germans
you
are
go.
starting to do accurate.
There goes the 1 drop for Blacko again. Lee's stabilizing ever so slightly, but he still a miss on one of the cores on the very last course there.
I'm actually surprised that Tsukiya Whiskers is not gaining too much accuracy despite everything. But the score lead is
Oh,
super
God.
close.
Blacko,
Ooh,
oh no,
Blacko.
Blacko almost stabilized there. Accuracy now
Almost.
dropping left and right here.
Okay, there's
Sailor,
Isa, the score lead.
dangerous.
The
It's getting super
right
dangerous
there.
though at the very end. The lead's gonna cut down to Germany. Looks like it's only this course remaining.
And
They
I
have to
think
time this properly.
This has to be safe, I would think. There you go, Germany
Oh
scores
god.
the third point.
Can you just imagine that the last 10 seconds are being decided by the cores, and then effectively Germany has the timings down properly?
Again, we have to mention it, Arcaxio. What is that act?
231,
Wait, how do
300.
you act this?
I mean, 8.5 OD does says it all for how difficult this
Yeah.
time, the time this was.
How do you act this?
That's just sharpshooting for you. If you're natural at maintaining your metronome and such, even though staying metronome to this kind of song for the artist is doesn't really help you.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyways, now here comes a pick that we would have expected of Estonia. Like, just one pick earlier.
It would have been make sense if they
Yeah.
could go with this, but I mean, unfortunately, switcheroo doesn't really help. It does switch the lead over, which let's just say that one.
Yeah. Anyways, here we go with white canvas.
Now we're
Definitely-
finally exhausting LN picks now. Only hybrids
Yeah,
left.
only hybrids left. Yeah. Well, I was about to say, the title of the song is White Canvas, but definitely no one between these two teams is racing a white canvas on a stick. That's for sure.
Good job.
Anyways, Germany with the early accuracy advantage. He's struggling a bit with the beginning.
Struggling on accuracy pretty much. Dropping 200 left and right on the Allen, almost all of the Allen releases, I would say.
I would think Estonia might be banking on any of the two German players. Maybe both of them struggle to act the densest part of this chart, where, like, given how Ellen density is going to be charted this year, there's a lot more emphasis towards holds, really. And the longer the holds, the harder it is to time the release.
Yeah, it looks like that Germany is able to making sure that they got the Allen's down properly. Look at Suchi, like 99.8 up until this halfway point.
Yeah, Team Germany is doing very well in that regard. He's finding another drop when they would have recovered the combo.
Yeah, he's still not having that best of times on the one more complicated Allen section. Arcaxia taking the first drop on their own.
And Team Germany doing really well. I think this might be one of the stronger team scores among the middle seeded teams on this chart in particular. Regardless of what happens.
Yeah, Yeah, it's looking like that Germany. Oh
Oh
no, no!
man, no!
I was about to
The
say
choke
that
at the end.
they're about to get the full combo, but slider break at the very end with Sukiya just ruins that favor.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Uh, yeah, but if all things go well, this should be it's everything in Germany's hands right now. It's just really hard to comprehend for the hybrids remaining here.
Yeah, just one more point here for Germany, and it's going to be their pick as well. So, which of the three hybrids would you pick?
The pick here of poison. Every single hybrid is just different, but they're going with the longer one.
Yeah, they're going for the mini tiebreaker. Let's go for outright difficulty.
Testing the waters before they just a little bit of a backup plan if this goes to tiebreaker, which I believe most people would go to see tiebreaker on this.
Indeed. We've seen some crazy runs on this chart already. We're going to see some more funny stuff happen.
Yeah, I believe this was picked like before this match comes around. I think it was like Philippines one of the Philippines matchup, which it's
Yeah,
really just to give you a taste on how I guess hard the round of 32 hybrid is.
Lisa with a drop, Blacku finding a trade.
That's
Super
a trade
early though.
effectively. It is still super early. Sukiya the drop right there. Only Arkexia's last person standing here.
So I think as it stands, really, Tsukiya Whiskers versus Arcaxio, whoever performs better, and Blacko and Hisa as well. It's basically a 1v1s happening at the same time. Just the things that we'll have to monitor with this pick.
DLS might give Estonia some trouble a little bit here.
The lead is pretty manageable though, but Arcaxio finding a drop. Hisa as well, 2 consecutive one. But Arcaxio didn't really drop that much accuracy, which is a good sign. But considering the combo advantage Germany has, the lead is just going to be increasing and increasing.
Yeah, just almost under 20,000 points by a virtue of misses alone. And accuracy drops by Hisa doesn't really help the cause.
Arcaxio finding another drop. As he entered the halfway point of the chart, Estonia has to be banking on Germany messing up any of these two German players, messing up the final half of this chart, which isn't exactly the easiest thing to hope for. Blacku finding a drop as he entered this section. Well, that shouldn't really matter that much.
Yeah.
Later.
Oh, there goes the drop.
Their big combo.
There's
we're not yet done.
multiple drops right there. I mean, the lead's cut down, but that's still more than. I mean, there's one more drop again for Blacku there. Gonna cut down to below 20,000 now.
But Germany is slowly gaining a little bit, and he's finding a drop, but then we find the trade.
Effectively a trade. Just only Arcaxia and Sukiya just managing to hang on a fair bit there.
In the final quarter of the chart, if anything, Estonia needs to hold on to whatever combo that they have right now. Try to gain as much accuracy and hope for something to happen with their opponent, who has shown so much consistency.
Yeah, he saw the drop to under 98 there. Black was taking the trade effectively, but accuracy is so much higher there.
And well, these are some phenomenal scores that we're seeing right now. Arcaxio, regardless of what happens here, that's a really, really good run. A very strong score there coming from the Tsukiya Whiskers, as well as we find Germany advancing to the winners bracket in the round of 16.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations there for Germany to be able to stay afloat in the winners bracket. But again, very good job for Estonia for taking at least a one break point out of Germany's hands right there. But they're not out of this yet. They're still afloat, but in the lower bracket as well. So they might have to step up their game to be able to stay alive in the tournament.
And I'm pretty excited to see whatever performance both of these teams see are going to be having next weekend.
I mean, it's going to be a treat as well for the middle team. I guess the middle tier or middle seeded team that are playing for the next round's pools. Especially with the arising in difficulty. It could be there are some struggles and maybe there are some are not. We're into that point that middle seeded teams are signing shows a struggle.
Indeed. Anyways, congratulations to Germany for winning this match, and awaiting them in the opposite matchup is the winner of Japan versus Thailand, which what does I know happened earlier today, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it did happen earlier today, and Germany will have one heck of a task. Estonia will be facing Thailand next weekend in the losers bracket, if I'm not mistaken. There you go. Germany will be facing Japan next weekend. That is one task and a half.
Interesting matchup to go for there, especially for having to topple one of the big powerhouses of the 7 key teams, especially for coming out of against Japan is going to be a task for Germany to strategize a little bit more than they used to.
Anyways, just one thing before we go on the break. Just a reminder that the OC Mania 7K World Cup 2025 team support banners are up on the OC store. I wonder if anyone would replicate the Star Wars credits tier banner acquisition someone did during CWC last year.
Yeah, absolutely. You can just go over there and go to the store to purchase your favorite team banners to be able to show up to your profile. You can give it as well if you want to support their causes as well. And showing your support to your teams is never really a bad for their support as well. All the contributions will be very helpful to their cause.
Indeed. So we're going to be taking a short break for now. We will be back in around 27 minutes for another all-European matchup. We have Spain going against Sweden. So this is Sergio85 and Mifa, and this has been yet another match in the OC Mania 7K World Cup. See you guys later.
Stay tuned for the next matchup.